Hi Pisces, welcome back to POSH. I'm happy to have you here with me. I hope everything is going well. If anything's not going in your favor, I pray things turn in your favor very, very soon. So let's get to it. I am doing a major arcana spread for you. It's called the Archetype Map Spread, and it's a snapshot in time from today, May 23rd, 2022 through May 31st, 2022. Right now we are in the waxing crescent moon phase in your sign, Pisces. So the intention is surrender, let the universe take over, rest and recover, and set new intentions, okay? Prepare for those new intentions with the new moon coming upon us. So you can reinvent yourself, okay? I'm using Tarot of the Abyss. I did separate all the major arcana cards out here, 0, the Fool, through the World. 22 major arcana cards here. Tarot of the Abyss by Anna Torian is the black and white deck that I'm using. I have the rest of the deck here. It's going to be a 5-card spread. So 5 has to do with obstacles, changes, overcoming obstacles. And when we go through things, especially with the major arcana, embracing that major arcana energy, those archetypes, the pivotal changes in a life, even if it's for a snapshot in time. And this spread really shows what major arcana energy you're embracing and relating to with the situation at hand right now. So Anna Torian is going to be interviewed. She's a really fabulous artist. I love this deck so much. It has actually 80 cards rather than the 78 traditional deck. And she has 2 3 of Swords cards and 2 10 of Swords cards. So there's an alternate card for each of those. And she's being interviewed by Justin Michael. You could look up on Instagram, or you could check YouTube. Being interviewed in his series, Titans of the Tarot, which is really a fabulous series. And I don't get any money or anything for saying anything about Anna, but when I love an artist, I share it. And I really do love this deck. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right now we're in Taurus season. No, actually we just came out of Taurus season. We're in Gemini season as of May 21st through 6/20. So if you know any Geminis out there, say happy birthday to them. Pisces, you are a water sign. The moon is your major arcana card, and you're a mutable sign, so you are changing and adaptable. Lola, what are you doing? Lola? Lola. I don't know what she's doing. I think there's another kitty cat outside she might be fighting with through the door. Uh-oh. Let me go check. Sorry, Pisces. Okay, sorry, Pisces. It was a bug. So we solved the problem. Okay, so anyway, let's get to it. So what major arcana archetype are you embracing right now? What major arcana archetype, from the Fool to the World, what energy are you stepping into right now? The Emperor. Okay. So the Emperor is actually the father of the Tarot. And the Emperor is actually Aries major arcana card. So Pisces, you are really dealing with masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so take it as it resonates, take it as it applies. And being really fierce, ruling all your kingdoms, okay? All your kingdoms, meaning all the tools represented by the Tarot, the suits in the Tarot, the swords, the pentacles, the cups, the wands. The Emperor rules with the Empress over all the suits of the Tarot, right? Doesn't rule just the kingdom, rules the empire. And that's why it's the Emperor and the Empress. You're ruling your empire. You're setting up your empire. The number 4 has to do with foundation, structures, making a foundation in your life. And that's the energy that you're stepping into. That's the energy you're embracing right now. So what situation is bringing this Emperor energy out in you? What situation? And, you know, it is the waning crescent in your sign. So here we have surrender, let the universe take over, but yet you have this energy of the Emperor that you're stepping into. So maybe you're co-creating with the universe here. The situation is walking away from a home, walking away from relationships that don't serve you. I feel you're stepping into the Emperor energy, possibly to weed out relationships that don't work in your life. That cup energy is relationship energy. She looks like a real diva here. Spilling out the wine, It could also be that you're ruling over if there's any issue. You know, cup energy could also be actually imbibing, you know, drinking. Now that could be wine she's spilling out, Welch's grape juice, you know, anything, hot chocolate, you know. But you could be ruling over either walking away from a relationship or ruling over your tendency maybe to imbibe too much, right? Could be that. Or it could be both. It could be weeding out relationships and people that aren't healthy for you. So that's a good thing. So it definitely has to be leaving somewhere, leaving an old foundation to make a new foundation is what I'm getting really intuitively. You're leaving behind an old home or old foundation to embrace a new way of doing things, a healthier way of doing things, and actually ruling over your life and those choices. So how can this Emperor energy help in this situation? Three of Cups. You can find a new way to reconcile, rejoice, and come together and celebrate with people. Even though it's cup energy here, it's healthier. And it's almost like someone in this Three of Cups is presenting a cup of love to you and a significant other. And this significant other on this card looks a little bit like Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. So, I don't know. I love this artwork. I love this card. I definitely feel that there's wisdom gained here, and I feel that that is also helping. The Emperor energy could help you recognize relationships that are healthy for you. That's what I'm getting. The Emperor energy can help you weed out what's healthy and what's not healthy, because when we're secure in our foundation of that Emperor energy, we make better choices. And that's just a given. How can this Emperor energy inhibit or hold you back? Four of Wands. Wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So the Four of Wands, the Emperor is the Four. So I feel that it can inhibit and hold you back if you're more stuck. This is a very interesting reading. I feel the Emperor energy can hold you back if you're stuck more in celebration mode, or if you were expecting to have a homecoming celebration or returning possibly to the home that you've walked away from. If you're taken in possibly by maybe if there's a situation or home you're walking away from, and then there's people that, you know, are trying to give, like, you know, celebrating you returning, and that's what pulls you in. That's what I'm getting intuitively, that if they're constantly throwing a party in your honor, or, you know, it's really interesting that the Four of Wands would be an energy that's holding back. I'm going to pull a card for the likely outcome here with this. Oh, wow. Now, it's really funny because now I have the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So likely outcome is purging emotional loss. I see those three cups spilled out and one cup on either side of you. So I feel like you're distraught over relationships that didn't pan out, but you need to release them in order to move on. And you're setting yourself in between something healthy here. As I did say, it's like an outside person presenting this one cup to the two people there. I feel like you are in a couple relationship. I have a masculine and feminine energy, but we all have masculine and feminine energy, so take that as it applies. I'm not reading gender, I'm reading the energy, okay? So I'm feeling like the likely outcome is when you purge this emotional loss, or maybe possibly someone who's like reeling you in with, you know, always making, maybe every time you return home, or, you know, maybe there's a lot of pomp and circumstance, or maybe there's a lot of celebration, or maybe there's something about it that could be codependent. Now, I don't normally get that with Four of Wands, but because I'm saying inhibit, hold back, then it's almost like in the reverse, right? Yeah. When I read the card here, it's almost like the reverse. So it's like the homecoming celebrations you expect to be maybe are too much work. And you're purging the things that don't work in your life, and you have a cup on either side of you. So I feel like you're leaving the past behind to embrace, you're leaving 3 cups behind to embrace a new situation, but you have to do that. And it's really interesting because it's a 5-card pull, but these cards came out and flew out together. So I definitely feel that you need to purge that emotional loss in order to step into being self-sufficient. And being self-sufficient, that's all about that Emperor energy, okay? And I feel like the 9 of Pentacles in the Minor Arcana is almost like Empress energy to me in the Minor Arcana. And I feel that once you purge that emotional loss and step into feeling comfortable in your own skin and smelling the roses, and it's like a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, whatever that means. Seeing the forest from the trees. I feel like having that ability to look at what doesn't work anymore as the Emperor. Walk away from what doesn't serve you, but you're doing that now. You're doing that. That's the situation that's bringing this about. So let me pull a card from the Sharina Star Fortune Cookies. Love this deck to get a little further clarification. I feel like, you know, as the Emperor here, it's like you have like a ball of energy in your hands. And I feel like, you know, you like want to throw that and toss that towards someone. You want to put energy into the right things as this Emperor, not things that don't serve you anymore. I feel like you want to put energy into maybe this relationship with people that are supportive to you. Sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion, and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. But if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. For some of you, you know, you could be entertaining having children. Society, say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. That's what can help you. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interest for singles will be the results. Achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it all. Oh, you've earned it, although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. Oh, well, if that's happening, I'm very sorry. Twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. Well, I feel that with the 8 of Cups and the Emperor here, this is upheaval. This is upheaval. It's not a tower moment, but it is upheaval, and it's changes. And the Emperor definitely signifies changes in our foundation in life, which is, you know, everything. The home we live in, the people we surround ourselves with, how we think, how we communicate, what motivations in life, and how we move forward with them, what motivations we have, how we deal with our relationships, how we feel about ourselves, our relationship with ourselves. Recognition and reward. 3 of Pentacles. I had a feeling that was coming out. Recognition and reward is here, and that's coming after twists and turns. It's coming right under that twist and turns card. There could be twists and turns within work, but you're still going to gain the recognition and reward. Awareness. Awareness is the first step. Being aware as the Emperor, ruling over your foundation, stepping into that magician energy, having the will to manifest, but even more than that, having the will to look and be aware at what relationships you are allowing in. Because remember, the situation is you walking away. And when I see that house in the back, I feel like you're almost walking away from possibly things you were taught, possibly from a young age in the foundation, maybe you were even brought up in. I mean, you could be 100 years old and be looking back at that. But I feel like you're learning now and things are coming full circle. suffering in silence. And that comes under gratitude. So I would say have gratitude, because if you were able to suffer in silence with that Nine of Swords, it's also almost the end of that cycle and purging that energy and looking at those obstacles. And then we have the emotional loss again. This definitely has to do with raising your vibration with that emotional loss here, because we have Five of Cups. You have to purge that before you could step into that Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficient energy, ruling over your household, ruling over your kingdoms. And that's more in everyday life. That's more in everyday life. As I said, that's like the everyday life of the Empress. Sacral Chakra. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Pay attention. This is the second. We have a base chakra, a root chakra, and then the sacral chakra. So that also has to do with that sexual energy as well. And judgment, truth, balancing the scales, coming full circle. And pay attention with all that purple. When you're looking at the truth, pay attention to what you're getting here. Like the third eye sees more clearer than these two eyes, right? And 3 is a significant number for you here. 3 is significant. So, namaste, Pisces. I pray you find your way, and I'll see you next time. Bye.